Hello everyone, this is Dr. Olivia Thompson, and today I want to start with a question that might frighten you. Did you know that your brain could be shrinking at this very moment as you sit watching this video? Yes, you heard that right. For every hour we spend sitting, vital areas of our brain lose volume at an alarming rate, especially after age 60. This is a truth that modern medicine is only just beginning to fully recognize. Sedentary lifestyle has become the new smoking for the mature brain, silently deteriorating our cognitive abilities day after day. If you've noticed difficulties remembering familiar names, getting lost during conversations, or repeating the same stories without realizing it, stay with me because I'm going to reveal the surprising connection between the time you spend sitting and your brain health. Let's better understand what happens in your brain when you remain inactive for long periods. The impact is much deeper than most people imagine. When we sit for hours, blood flow to the brain decreases dramatically, reaching a reduction of up to 30% in critical regions. The hippocampus, that small seahorse-shaped structure that functions as our memory center, suffers particularly intensely from this reduction in oxygen and nutrient supply. Studies show it can lose up to 1.5% of its volume per year in sedentary people after age 60. Additionally, chronic physical inactivity increases inflammatory markers like IL-6 and TNF-alpha, creating what scientists call an inflammatory fog that interferes with connections between neurons. It's like trying to make a phone call during a severe storm. The message simply cannot reach its destination. Can you imagine the impact of this on your daily life? Let me share with you the story of Carlos, a 67-year-old retired teacher who lived this reality. Carlos began to notice that something wasn't right when, during family gatherings, he couldn't remember the names of former students that used to come easily to mind. During conversations, he frequently lost track looking for common words. His family noticed that after retirement, Carlos began spending more and more time in his favorite armchair, watching television, reaching an impressive 10 hours a day. "I thought I deserved to rest after years of hard work. After all, I retired for this," Carlos told me during a consultation. "I didn't realize I was literally turning off my brain every hour in front of the TV." Does this story sound familiar? Perhaps you know someone like this or even identify with some of these signs. There are 5 silent habits that are destroying your brain without you noticing. And the first is sitting for more than 3 hours without interruption. This causes an immediate reduction in cerebral blood flow, depriving nerve cells of essential nutrients. When our body remains immobile for long periods, the circulatory system works less efficiently, especially for carrying blood against gravity up to the brain. Do you take regular breaks during the day, or do you spend hours on end in the same position? The second harmful habit is going entire days without walks of at least 10 minutes. This deprives your brain of BDNF, a crucial protein for the formation of new neurons, often called brain fertilizer. Research from the University of Illinois demonstrates that this protein can increase by up to 300% after just 20 minutes of moderate physical activity. Imagine what you're missing by staying still all day. The third harmful habit is passively watching television for hours. Unlike reading or games that challenge reasoning, watching TV puts the brain in a state of low activity, similar to sleep, but without the regenerative benefits of true rest. It's an almost hypnotic state where the brain consumes information without actively processing it. Have you ever noticed how easy it is to lose track of time when you're watching your favorite shows? The fourth habit is using elevators instead of stairs whenever possible. This seemingly harmless behavior eliminates micro-exercises that stimulate the brain several times a day. Climbing stairs not only momentarily increases cerebral blood flow, but also activates multiple muscle groups and challenges our balance, creating new neural connections. Finally, the fifth harmful habit is failing to do activities that challenge balance. This reduces cerebellar connections that are vital for memory. The cerebellum, traditionally associated only with motor coordination, we now know plays a fundamental role in cognitive processes and memory formation. The good news is that we can reverse this process with a simple brain activation protocol. Carlos, our retired teacher, transformed his cognition in just 8 weeks following 5 fundamental steps that I'm going to share with you now. The first step consists of taking active breaks every 30 minutes during the day. This simply means standing up, stretching your body, and walking around the house for approximately 2 minutes. This brief interval is enough to restore cerebral blood flow and interrupt the negative effects of prolonged sedentary behavior. You can use a timer on your phone to remind you of these breaks. The second step involves daily 30-minute walks, preferably in the morning, to increase BDNF production early in the day. It's not necessary to walk at an intense pace. A moderate walk already brings significant benefits. The important thing is daily consistency, not intensity. The third step of the protocol includes simple balance exercises such as standing on one leg while brushing your teeth. This seemingly trivial challenge forces the cerebellum to create new neural connections that indirectly benefit areas responsible for memory. Try alternating legs and, as you improve, increase the difficulty by closing your eyes for a few seconds. The fourth step consists of performing cross-body movements for 5 minutes daily, such as touching your right knee with your left hand and vice versa. These exercises strengthen the corpus callosum, the bridge that connects the cerebral hemispheres, significantly improving our ability to recall information. It's like creating a more efficient neural highway between the sides of the brain. Finally, the fifth step is to incorporate 10 minutes of informal dancing daily, simply moving to the rhythm of your favorite music. Dancing combines physical activity with coordination, balance, memory, and pleasure. A powerful combination for brain health. You might be wondering, but does this really work? Carlos reports, "In 3 weeks, I began to notice a difference. In 2 months, my wife commented that I was becoming myself again. Names, dates, and words began to flow naturally, and science confirms these impressive results. Studies with functional magnetic resonance imaging show that these simple movements increase blood flow to the hippocampus by up to 37%, activating neurogenesis, the birth of new neurons, even after age 70. Cross-body movements in particular have demonstrated a significant impact on cognitive function, especially in the ability to recall information and connect different areas of knowledge. What makes this approach so effective is that it respects a recent discovery in neuroscience. Frequent small doses of physical activity are more effective for cognitive health than occasional long sessions of exercise. Researchers at the Karolinska Institute in Sweden have confirmed that consistency outperforms intensity when the goal is brain health. The transformation doesn't require a gym, expensive equipment, or great efforts, just consistent movement integrated into your daily routine. Are you willing to invest 30 minutes a day to preserve your most precious memories? It's important to understand that this protocol isn't just about preventing decline. It can effectively reverse existing damage. The human brain maintains remarkable plasticity until the end of life, which means it can reorganize itself, form new connections, and even generate new neurons in response to appropriate stimuli. The key is in regularity. Just as a plant needs to be watered daily, your brain needs constant movement to flourish. Have you ever thought about how much you value your memories? Those recollections of special moments with loved ones, skills you've developed throughout life, knowledge you've acquired, all of this resides in neural circuits that depend on a healthy, well-nourished brain. Implementing these changes might seem challenging at first, especially if sedentary behavior has already become an ingrained habit. That's why I recommend starting with just 1 or 2 elements of the protocol and gradually adding the others. You can start with active breaks every 30 minutes and morning walks. As these habits solidify, add the balance exercises, followed by cross-body movements, and finally, dancing. Remember, consistent small changes are more effective than temporary large transformations. Many of my patients report that, after a few weeks following this protocol, they not only notice cognitive improvements, but also experience a significant increase in energy, better mood, and greater willingness to engage in social activities. It's as if the brain, once reactivated, positively influences all aspects of life. You deserve to live your years with mental clarity, independence, and vitality. To conclude, I want to leave a message of hope and optimism. Cognitive decline is not an inevitable fate of aging. With the knowledge and tools we have today, we can choose how our brain ages. The difference between a brain that maintains its vigor and functionality and one that gradually fades away may lie in just 30 minutes daily of simple movements that anyone can perform, regardless of age or physical condition. Your brain is the result of your daily choices. Each time you stand up instead of remaining seated, each little walk, each moment of balance or dance, you are literally sculpting a healthier, more resilient brain. The choice is yours, and I sincerely hope you choose movement and a full life. If this video was helpful to you, don't forget to leave your like, share with those who need this information, and subscribe to the channel for more content on health and well-being. In the comments, tell me which of the 5 steps you'll implement first in your routine. I'm Dr. Olivia Thompson, and see you in the next video.